Me 4. For starters, it's a family-friendly blast that appeals to all ages. Kids will lose it over the Minions' wacky shenanigans. Think physical comedy that's as silly as it gets. Parents will relate to Gru's dad's struggles and chuckle at the clever jabs at suburban life, like the supermarket's atomic sugar bomb cereal. The movie's brisk 94-minute runtime keeps things moving, so there's never a dull moment. Plus, it's a chance to see your favorite characters in a fresh adventure, with new faces like Poppy and Maxime adding spice to the mix. The Mega Minions subplot is a stroke of genius, blending superhero tropes with the Minions' trademark incompetence. And let's not forget the franchise's knack for balancing action with heart. There are moments that'll tug at your heartstrings without feeling sappy. The movie's release was a big deal, kicking off with a premiere at Jazz at Lincoln Center in New York on June 9th, 2024, before hitting theaters on July 3rd. If you missed it in cinemas, you can stream it on Peacock starting October 31st, 2024, for the first 4 months, then on Netflix from February 28th, 2025, for 10 months, before it returns to Peacock. It's also available on digital platforms since September 10th, 2024, and on DVD and Blu-ray since September 24th, complete with mini-movies like Benny's Birthday and Game Over and Over. The marketing was epic, too, with a trailer dropping during the 2023-24 NFL playoffs on January 28th, 2024, and a Super Bowl spot on February 11th, featuring the Minions messing around with AI. The Despicable Me franchise has been a cultural juggernaut since 2010, grossing over $3.7 billion worldwide. It spawned spin-offs, video games, books, and theme park attractions, all fueled by the Minions' chaotic charm. Despicable Me 4 stays true to that legacy while pushing the boundaries with new characters and ideas. Director Chris Renault has hinted at a potential Despicable Me 5, depending on the writer's ideas. So this might not be the end for Gru and his crew. Let's talk about the heart of Despicable Me 4, its ability to balance wild comedy with genuine emotion. This franchise has always been about family, and this installment doubles down on that theme. Gru, voiced by the incomparable Steve Carell, is juggling his role as a dad to Margot, Edith, Agnes, and now Little Gru Jr., who's a handful in the most hilarious way. Add in Lucy, played by Kristen Wiig, and you got a family dynamic that's relatable to anyone who's ever dealt with parenting chaos or sibling shenanigans. The movie weaves in themes of adapting to change, standing up for what matters, and finding humor in life's messy moments. It's not just about the laughs, though trust me, there are plenty. It's about those quiet moments that hit you right in the feels, making it perfect for kids and adults alike. Now, let's zoom in on the Minions, because let's be real, they're the chaotic glue holding this franchise together. Those little yellow mischief makers, voiced by Pierre Coffin, are back with their gibberish language and knack for causing absolute mayhem. In Despicable Me 4, a select group of Minions become the Mega Minions, a superhero squad that's equal parts awesome and hilariously incompetent. Think of them as a Minion version of a superhero team-up, with powers that lead to some of the film's funniest scenes. The Mega Minions are a fresh twist, drawing inspiration from comic book classics, but filtered to the Minions' absurd lens. Whether they're accidentally wreaking havoc or stealing the spotlight, they're a reminder of why these characters have their own spin-off movies and a global fan base. Let's talk about the new characters, because they bring so much to the table. Will Ferrell's Maxime Lamal is a villain you'll love to hate. His over-the-top personality and French flair make him a standout. Sofia Vergara's Valentina is his perfect counterpart, all glamour and cunning, with a voice that drips with charisma. Then there's Joey King as Poppy Prescott, a teenage neighbor who's got big dreams and a sneaky side. Her energy shakes up the dynamic, especially with the Gru family, and she's a character teens the audience will totally vibe with. Stephen Colbert and Chloe Fineman as Perry and Patsy Prescott add their own quirky flavor, making the new cast a great mix of comedic heavyweights and fresh talent. These characters don't just fill space, they add new layers to the story, keeping it lively and unpredictable. Behind the scenes, the production of Despicable Me 4 was a massive undertaking.